Vance, Canada favors China over U.S. farmers. It's insanity. Trade tensions between the U.S. and Canada are flaring up once again. Vice President JD Vance recently delivered a sharp message to voters in Maine, asserting that Canada has shown more favoritism to China in trade than to the United States, especially when it comes to American farmers. They treat Chinese goods more fairly than they do the products from the people of Maine, Vance stated during a session in Brewer. He called the situation insanity and warned, "What we've said to Canada is stop it." Vance expressed frustration that the two nations had been close to a trade agreement before negotiations collapsed, blaming Ottawa for what he described as unreasonable last-minute demands. He believed a deal was within reach and emphasized the need to send a clear message to the Canadian Prime Minister: stop taking advantage of the people of Maine. Stop taking advantage of America. It's over. The trade dispute escalated further as former President Donald Trump announced plans to impose 50% tariffs on Canadian-made vehicles, auto parts, and steel starting in 2027. Trump accused Canada of ripping off the United States of America for years, citing high tariffs on U.S. farmers and a $60 billion trade deficit. Not sustainable and not anymore, he declared. Vance made his remarks while discussing how potential tariffs could impact Maine, a border state with significant cross-border transactions. He stressed the importance of ensuring Maine receives a fair deal, drawing a stark contrast between trade expectations from a competitor like China and a longtime ally like Canada. "China, you of course expect it. They are our biggest economic competitor," Vance explained. "I would expect that from China. I would not expect that from Canada." He even humorously referred to Canada as a state before correcting himself, echoing former President Trump's past playful jabs. Vance further criticized Canada for underinvesting in its military, suggesting it relies on U.S. protection while simultaneously imposing significant trade restrictions on American products. They apply ridiculous tariffs and other non-tariff duties on Maine products coming into Canada, and they don't expect Maine or anybody else to fight back, Vance asserted. "We're sick of that." He vowed that the U.S. would retaliate against unfair trade practices from both China and Canada. Specifically, Vance highlighted the dairy sector, noting that a Maine farmer could face a 250% tariff on dairy products entering Canada, while Canadian farmers often pay nothing for their goods entering the U.S. under certain quotas. He also accused Canada of acting as a backdoor for Chinese goods into the North American market, an issue that reportedly came up in recent negotiations. Despite the strong rhetoric, Vance did leave open the possibility of a future agreement, but made it clear that the U.S. administration is prepared to maintain tariffs without concessions from Ottawa. "We expect fairness in our trade policy," he concluded.